I'm absolutely certain for numerous reasons that I'm correct. You know, will that correctness be accepted and appreciated and obeyed and shared with faithful love? Hopefully, and hopefully soon as humanly possible. Me being a human being, and other people like me. Judah Krishnamurti. You as a human being, why don't you change? And it was hard for Judah because in Hele, and it's interesting because the things I get from these people, and yeah, Art Snell played for the Oakland Raiders. Okay, he went to Maryland Eastern Shore. Okay, and Larry Little went to Bethune Cookman, and he played for the Miami Dolphins. And yeah, I get shit like that. So I thought, okay, no, they did okay. Fuck. Who cares? Okay. Seriously, who fucking cares? Apparently, the people associated with those people. But are we living the Lord's Prayer? Okay. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. We showed up at 7. No, it was 8. Ah, yes, I remember it well. Let's just call the whole thing off, so you get like, what the fuck? I got that a lot from Haile Selassie. It's like, yeah, they're going to, they did it with David. They did it with me. They're going to pick you apart all the time. Everything you say, well, you said, you said, you think you're so perfect. You think you're so right. I'm a human being that has immaculate faith. And, oh, okay, but shit. Okay, but you're a computer. And the computer can sit there. Oh, no, it's, like Sheldon. It was on this. And it's like, yeah, but I'm taking away your French toast if you can't do laundry night on Saturday. That could be very disturbing, but you're always going to know it's Saturday night. Right? So when people have a certain brain activity, it's because of the way they have put their perception through thousands of years to make sense of the world so they can appear genius by remembering X times PY squared on Thursday the 13th of 19. So see what I'm saying. And no, I worked with kids with brain injuries, diagnosis savant and Asperger's and autism. And you're the one little guy with the blind kid at Latch that you could sit there and go, July 19th, 2035, Thursday. Okay, son of a bitch. He was right. Okay, do you understand? He was right. Okay. I'm like, it's just fucking Thursday, because you'd have a computer that could do it. Okay. And he could do it as fast as a computer, probably faster than your computer because you had to type it in, but the computer could do it faster. I don't know, don't care, okay? But it just showed, you had a lot of kids like that, and you'd just be like, wow, it's, and then people wanting to use the brain to, and it's like, when you do things right and you understand that they're right, it doesn't matter if they're done at the speed of light or the speed of love. Brian Stewie, stay away from your mother. Okay, do you understand? Get the Orville out of here. And so that's an Oedipus thing, like with Bill and Ted. No, never did. No. Got accused of it, but no. Mom was all excited because I was, Miriam Cologne. That's who I found. That's who I want to have babies with, someone like Nichelle Nichols or Miriam Cologne. So mom was excited that I wasn't sexually attracted as Vimy, I didn't. My sisters are pretty, look like Charlie's Angels and stuff. They were gorgeous, but I was interested in, and my mom was excited about that. She's like, "Oh my gosh, he likes Nichelle Nichols," and it wasn't because she was attracted to Clyde McPhatter and Sam Cooke and all that. It was just, hey, this is going to be good for him with his sister. He'll be protective of his sisters, but he won't be. You can't have sex with my sister, nigger, right? And so she knew I had good psychological and biological conditioning and brain activity. And that I was, dad's more of a home teamer. And me, a home team's cool, but, I'd rather have sex with Bruce Lee's sister than my own. Funny, like, let's take the family tree and fork it, right? And where a lot of people, it's more, no, you stick with your own kind, stay with your own kind. A boy like that will kill your father. A boy like that will kill your brother. And so, it's, yeah, if he's an idiot, then did you ever ask if they needed anything? Like Job, you need some sheep? They're God's sheep. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm right. And I know they're wrong. And I how some people have I was thinking about yesterday, Fran Chavez, We were doing something and we made up this goofy little song because he was talking. We were talking about a U-Haul trailer. He farted and said, that feels good. And we made up a little song, U-Haul trailer, that feels good. And it was stupid. And we actually had good times together. Okay. He was self-centered and he was a total pain in the ass. Okay. You couldn't play with Jeff and meet his sisters next door because his dad was prejudiced against dark Mexicans. Every time we tried to have fun with the Conways, Mr. Conway didn't care. I loved Mr. Conway. He's one of those German guys. It's Oktoberfest. Get the boys a beer. I'll have a root beer, Mr. Conway. I don't drink beer. Even if I could, I wouldn't. I've had it before. It's yak piss, and I hated my sister when they were playing Deep Purple in the front yard, and Mr. Maesi didn't hear it because he's blind, because he's not blind, deaf because of former artillery in World War II. No, it was horrible. I almost sucked down half a tube of close-up. That's not good for you. But it tasted better way the fuck than Michelob. Ugh! Yak piss. They drink this stuff. Root beer is so much better. Root beer. Let's all root for root beer, but fuck beer. It sucks. Okay. Kills your brain cells, makes you stupid. Knock, knock, knock turns you into the equivocator, the door knocker guy on Macbeth. And yes, fuck, seriously? Okay. So, So yeah, I know I'm right. I know they're wrong. I know that truth is evident and lie is obvious. And, and when you're lying to yourself, it's obvious that you're wrong and you should be applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer. And once you apply the physics of the Lord's Prayer, then we see, okay, he's still being an asshole. Okay, she's still being a bitch. I mean, if they want to go fuck themselves to death, like I said, and here's your Discovery, okay, have a nice life. Sid and Nancy are crazy. I know. But what causes most of that activity is violent sexual, like Julie Newmar with McCoy and Leonard James, whatever, on the Star Trek today, right? I think that was Julie. Wasn't that Julie Newmar? And but her brain activity was bad because of DNA interfacing and the violent sex cult behaviors of the males. Okay. And then they always see it as honor. It's not honorable to sit there and find ways to, they only set up rules, like Nietzsche said. They set up rules for the mediocre, okay, to hold back the exceptional. In the exceptional, life's eternal, grace is infinite. And trust me, okay? Trust me, okay? They're trained, sexy. Oh my gosh, he's got muscles on his penis and his ears and his temples. Okay, terrified of me. Okay. Last night I heard something over by the fence and walked across the yard, and I thought, what the hell? It woke me up. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, it didn't bother me, but was I snoring? That's how my first thought was I snoring? Like Earl, it could be somebody outside. Yeah, or it could be a javelina. So finally I heard the noise, and first you could hear it with the gate. So I thought, is Dad outside? What the hell? So I went, and then you hear the walking, and it kind of stopped, and then went over, and it's about 3:30 or so. It was kind of light out. I could see outside. So I went to get up. Then finally I just said, oh, Earl, stop being so uncomfortable. And it's nerve-wracking, like if you have a ninja coming to kill you, or an assassin, or, like that time when there was someone in the doorway, big guy. Yeah. And I was like, shit, he's big. And maybe it was David Goggins. Maybe it was. Is he big? Is he real tall? Okay. Is he as tall is he about 6? No, he couldn't be. Because they could be wearing platform shoes to scare you or something like that. I never thought about that. His big frame. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's true. Looked like the guy had a small afro, though. Maybe it was Ronaldo Dixon. I'm just kidding. No, the guy was muscular. Not saying Ronaldo's skinny, guys. Okay? He's thin. He knocked the shit out of that guy that tried to hit Daniel, but yeah, he's not like Chili. Chili's bigger, but this guy was bigger than Chili. He was chiseled. He looked like a SEAL or a Ranger type. When I got up in the bed, I said, oh, shit. And I saw him in the room, and Zeke didn't move, but I was like, the joggers, the train killers, the muscle guys Zeke didn't even flinch. But the Mexican dad that's, 5'4", and he said, they're, And I do screw up with names quite frequently, because I've got billions of kids that are always playing Jesus. It's like, I'm Earl. Jesus is ignoring you because I'm alive today, and He's in other parts of time and space. It's here's the penny. Oh, look, it's okay. Hey, Rhapsody and da-da-da-da. Hey, it's Jean Sormer. She's got a British accent. Okay, but Earl, do you understand? It's funny. Some people get the jokes. Other people, what the hell is he talking about? Never mind. It's you can get Callie from Big Bang Theory to explain it to you later. Okay. With Johnny Galecki. And are they paying attention? Maybe Chuck Lorre and Bill Pryor. Okay, maybe so. Maybe Principal Mazer. Is he really that smart, or is he just pretending? I'm just kidding around. But smart. Intelligent is understanding the right thing to do and then helping other people be intelligent so we can faithfully love. So there's not a lot of people in the world that are intelligent. Okay? Most people are so distracted. They want to be intelligent, but they're abused by selfish people that are not intelligent. Okay, you listen to Elon Musk talk, and you're like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking train wreck, right? Donald Trump's a train wreck. Jimmy Kimmel's a train wreck. Okay, you're going to sell us more drugs? And yeah, to survive fucking each other in the ass, yeah. And then go to the city and enjoy spending money at your favorite places while all the tire particles and the carbon emission are killing you and your wife, but at least you're comfortable because you got your drugs. How morphine of thee. But mighty morphine Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers. Ay, 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 ay. Rangers, Zordon, they're nuts. Okay, you're like sitting there going, it's all professional wrestling. It is. And soap operas for guys suck as bad as soap operas for girls. Okay? Gossip. Like, you saw Lark Voorhees or whatever stuff, that little cute girl from, they're all cute. The girls on Saved by the Bell. Well, they're all cute, right? And her life just went to hell. And Hollywood is hell. And I sat and watched the thing on Clyde McPhatter, 39. Died from alcohol poisoning. Tommy Edwards was in his 40s, died from alcohol poisoning because they couldn't keep their career to pay everybody's bill. Elvis Presley died from the drugs for performing, and then it's hard, like, it happened recently. George Michael, Vanity, I'm not young and gorgeous like I was. It's like, gorgeous is what we do, bro. It's what we do. We're judged by our deed. Jesus is full of shit. No, he's not. Egomaniacs are full of shit. Okay. I would look really good, okay, physically right now, if it wasn't for egomaniacs that look really good and are all full of shit. Seriously? No, Ponce, he looked. I didn't look horrible. You should have saw me when I was naked. I had a six-pack and the V, like old Mr. What's his name? One having sex with Thelma and Louise. Yeah, and I was 50. When was it? 51 years old. Okay. And my body was a little worse for wear, but I had traces of ethyl alcohol and heroin in my system because the military put them there because they're jealous of me because that guy can kill you if he wants to. Okay, I don't want to kill you, okay? I can kill a turkey for Thanksgiving if I want to. And I want to do that more than I want to kill you because I can talk to you and say, gobble, gobble, live Lord's Prayer, gobble, 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 gobble. Okay? Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go to Cancun. And then when they get people to do irrational things like that to stimulate economies, it targets people for genocide. And then, they're doing this. It's like, God damn it. Max, Emmy, could you talk to your mom? Is she listening? Does she listen? Does she know how to listen? No. She wants to talk about money with Alex Rodriguez and talk about the good old day. Okay, and you guys are good. Thanks, Max. Love you too. Okay. But money's not real, you wackadoodles. I know. Okay. Just get on the little Segway thing and then just jump in the pool and make people laugh. And I'm working on it, dog. I love you. Okay. Wow. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. When I have prayers with people, it's the person they want to be, not the person they are. John Denver, all that we can be, not what we are. I am the hawk and there's love on my feathers. But so we got this. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. They're just doing this for genocidal operations because they're addicted to it. Because they can. You can rape somebody and you can think you get away with it if you have enough money and destroy all the files. And there's no video evidence. But there's a lot of girls saying, it's hearsay. She goes, oh, yeah. Objection, overruled, objection. 34-time felon and he's your president. Okay. Not a felon, not once. and they won't accept me as their messiah. Oh, because the cartoon character that's best friend with the 34-time felon and the career criminal who has lots of money, and him and Bernie Sanders give it all the right drugs and let all the Mexicans come in so they can, destabilize economies and stuff like that. The Mexicans, Guatemalans, Venezuelans, if you leave their country alone, they probably want to stay there. The weather is nicer in Venezuela and Guatemala than it is in Fargo, North Dakota, or Chicago, Illinois. It's just manipulation of money is manipulated by the people that have family in Chicago and Fargo and not in Caracas and Cancun. ¿Tú entiendes? Okay. God, you guys are dumb as fuck. Yes, they are. Okay. Hi, we're fucking. I know, you're dumb. I get it. Okay. I don't want to see. No, I don't have money to pay. Don't want to see. Okay. Oh, porno. Messes up my phone. Don't want to mess up my phone. I need it to cuss you out and teach technology how not to be an asshole like you. Okay. Blah, blah. Okay. Love you. Right. Bye.